Hey guys, I'm just going to take you through some of the course settings in Moodle 2.3 course. So this is a course that I've already got set up and just a blank demo course. So to access those course settings, edit settings. Now I'm not going to go through every single one. If you do want to find out a little bit more about any of these, you can just click on any of the small help icons there, or have a look at Moodle.org for further information. It's not always a good idea to change your course full name if it's a course that's been set up for you. Well, for a start, you may not be able to, depending on the permissions your administrator has set. But the full name and the short name might also be used by external processes in your institution. There may be backups, or it may be linked to other systems. Reason why it's got a short name is just the short name is used sometimes up in the navigation or in blocks where the full name won't fit if it's a long name. So of course we'll need a summary that's shown on the page that lists all of the courses. So useful thing to do, make sure you do have a course summary for your course. Now this is 2.3, so there's a new variation on one of the formats. That's the topics format, and the layout you can have show one section per page. So rather than having some courses develop that big scroll of death, you can have each section or topic shown on one new page, which is quite nice. Other useful formats, weekly. If your planning is quite tight, you could have it to automatically roll through and show activities and content week by week for your users. And social format really just kind of strips away and just allows you to display. Well, you can display other things, but it's more useful for if you just want to use a course for forums and that kind of thing. Choose your number of topics. Now if you're using a course already that's got, say, 10 topics, and if you change that to 9, any of the content in that last topic there will be hidden. Still available, but it will be hidden. Now that's useful for it's called orphaned activities. Used to be a bug, but now it's part of the core Moodle. It's useful if you want to hide stuff completely and then link to it through nice HTML or blocks or other links within your course. I'll do another video about orphaned activities. Yeah, have a little hunt around for that. The rest of this is fairly self-explanatory. News items. If you don't want to use the news forum, you can set that to 0 and then delete the news forum on your course. It's the only way to get rid of it. Show gradebook to students. You can have yes or no. It doesn't stop you, if you have it on no, it doesn't stop you from grading activities. It just means that they don't have access to the gradebook. Activity reports shows what's going on your site in the activity report block. Maximum upload size you might want to think about. If your students have very slow internet connections, then you might want to force it to only have small maximum uploads. And of course you can set that for each individual activity as well that allows uploads too. You may be able to force a theme. Again, that depends if your administrator has allowed each course to set its own theme. So your courses could have their own theme if you want them to. Guest access is something to be a little bit mindful of. If you allow guest access, then if your site allows guest access, then guests can come into your course and they can view everything as read-only. They can't see any details about the user profiles, but if pupils post personal information in forums, then that can be seen by outsiders. Where it comes in useful is if you allow guest access, then other students and other teachers can have a look at your course without enrolling on it. So it keeps them out of the gradebook and that side of it. Again, just have a little read around Moodle.org for a bit more information about guest access on your courses. But it's something well worth highlighting to you. Groups. If you intend to set up groups on your course, you'll need to choose either separate or visible. And then you can choose to force it if you want, which will save you having to set individual group modes for each activity you create. Or if you leave it on no, when you've got one of the groups chosen, then you can choose how you want it for each of the activities. But as I said, if you do want to use groups, you will need to choose one of those settings there. Groupings, that's an advanced feature that allows you to collate or make groups of groups. That's useful again for if you want to only have activities available for a certain group or certain groups. Again, have a look on Moodle.org for more information about groupings. You can hide it from students until you're ready to release it. That hides it completely. Language, that's just the language settings. If you've got any other language packs available, that's all the standard stuff built into Moodle, the names of all the blocks and that kind of thing. And student progress, again, if that's enabled by your site administrator, allows you to track and choose whether students have completed an activity, maybe by getting a certain percentage or viewing a resource, that kind of thing. Really, really, really useful, really powerful for bringing on learning. The last section here is worth highlighting to you. This can confuse new users. All this does is rename a particular role. So if you don't like your students being referred to as students, if you want to use pupils or users or learners or something like that, that's where you type it in there, and it just renames it. So anywhere where it refers to students, it just replaces it with what you've put in there. So there you go. I hope that was useful. Thanks for listening.